Hey, what's up everybody? It's Richy here. And oh my, it has been quite a long time, as it's becoming more and more typical for it to always be. Did those words I just said make sense? I'm not entirely sure. Basically, during the last episode I said that more frequent uploads were just around the corner and that things were changing, and well, I got sick. I got actually pretty sick, and it was funny because in one of my last videos, someone actually said, "Is your voice getting deeper, or are you getting sick?" And I'm like, "Oh, it's just because I recorded in the morning. It shouldn't, I don't think there's anything." And no, I did not know I was getting sick, but some random internet stranger did. I'm feeling pretty nasty. I've been sick for, well, I got sick, and then it sort of went away because I had the flu, and then it sort of came back because now I have, pneumonia, which is fantastic. It's not actually fantastic, by the way. That was sarcasm, but we're back on the world with some great news here, too, because, we just lost everything we own besides this sword and this pair of pants. Yeah, we were working on the base, the new nether base, and we were playing in lava, and I sorta just thought my fire resistance on my boots was good enough, and it turns out that it wasn't, and we died in lava, and all our stuff got destroyed by the lava. So I think it's time to make new stuff. And this time, we're going to make lots of new stuff so that the next time we die, we're just going to have a new set of armor to slip into, and there won't be any problems. But that's going to take a lot of effort and a lot of work, considering both our picks got destroyed. This sword's still good. I think our axe got destroyed, which is sad, but we still have this shovel. And, you know, we haven't had a really good bow in a long time, so we have to get one of those. But what we're here to do, I think, is get up to level 30 through this crazy XP farm. And now that we're all the way up to level 30, actually, I think that's going to get us up to level 33, so we can get 2 enchantments. But now that we're up here, we're going to go over to, oh gosh, there's so many ender pearls everywhere. We're gonna go over to the enchanting table. We're going to get some lapis, and we're gonna take one of 42 books, put it here, and make a level 30 enchantment. And then we're gonna make another level 30 enchantment. Actually, power 3 is pretty lame. We might just, just for now, we'll go with power 3, right? That's only power 3. That's pretty carpy. But we're gonna keep enchanting and enchanting and enchanting tons and tons and tons and tons of books, so that eventually we should have all of the enchantments we need, not only to make and repair new armor and picks and stuff, but to have a stockpile of enchantments for later. And we're back. We've collected a pretty insane amount of enchantments. Let's throw this down right here really quick. We have all of these, and they're all level 30 enchantments, plus these. One of them, actually, we didn't get. Yeah, we have mending, which we just picked up mending from a villager, which was why we had all these emeralds. We were doing some trading before. So I think it's time. I think we're going to throw an enchant on this pick. Okay, Fortune 2, Unbreaking 3. We need Efficiency 5. Let's say this is going to be our Fortune 3 pick, because we want 1 Fortune 3 at least, and 1 Silk Touch. So we're going to need Efficiency 5. This is Efficiency 3. And we don't have a single other efficiency book, which is just scratch. Okay, we're just gonna make another pick, and we're gonna enchant that. We're gonna see how everything rolls over there, And then I guess we'll come back to this one. I don't know. I have no idea. Here, boom. This is also a Fortune 3 pick, which is just great. Come on, game. I'm gonna throw this down. We're gonna get the best pick. Okay, efficiency 4. We're getting there. Okay. Bad idea. We got this pick right here, efficiency 3. We'll make it an... No, wrong book. We'll make it an efficiency 4 pick. That only costs 4. Okay, we're still on the cheap side. And we'll smash it with this one to make Unbreaking 3 efficiency V Fortune 3. I don't know why I said V instead of 5. Throw our mending book on there. And bada boom. And we'll name this guy Don't Swim in Lava, because this is how he was required in the first place. If we hadn't gone for our nice lava swim, we would have been working on the new nether base, and we would have never had to worry about any of this. Alright, we're just gonna see what happens. Oh, that sucks. You know, protection boots aren't all that bad. That could be a pretty good idea. Protection 4 boots, but we need feather falling 5, and we need whatchamacallit. We need depth strider. Is there anything else we really need? No, I don't think so. Alright, let's just do that to change the enchantment. Throw that there. And here we go. Depth strider 3, protection 4. We still need a pair of feather falling boots. I did it, guys! Oh my stupid stinking gosh. After all this time, we get feather falling boots. Oh my gosh. So let's work on making that into a pair. We'll smash these together with the Unbreaking 3 ones. And there's a little more work. We can either go Fire Protection 4 or Unbreaking 4. So I don't know, there's a lot to be done. We also need Depth Strider on these. So you know what? I think I have a book that is Fire and Depth Strider. But I'm not sure. Yep, Fire Protection 3. Maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, there we go. Perfect book right there. Take these boots. And now we have Fire Protection 4, Feather Falling 4, Unbreaking 3, Depth Strider 3. And that is all good. And that's just about done for now. Now, there are still some enchantments we need. What do we need here? These boots are good except for thorns. These right here. Oh yeah, these are already set. This one needs respiration and thorns, and let's see what we can do with a chest plate. That's gonna cost 8 diamonds, so we're basically just gonna need to guess on the enchantment and hope it works out. Okay. Okay, that's just Unbreaking 3, which sucks. And this right here, we got respiration, which we can... You know what, I'm not gonna smash those together right now. Let's add some blast protection to our friendo over here. And I think for now, we're good to go. And here we are. We're back at the base. We have a decent set of enchantments. But I really want to get into mass-producing armor and enchantments. And while we have a nice little villager trader and a nice little system to get us emeralds through our automatic pumpkin and melon farm, I have the feeling it isn't quite enough. We have to make things bigger in order to really be able to sustainably, not substainably, produce what we want to produce. An insane amount of enchantments at a cheap price that we can get very easily because emeralds are cheap. And with that, we'll be able to produce all the armor we could ever want and get all the enchantments we could ever want from these librarians. But the only real way I can think of to make sure we can get more enchantments and to make sure that we can get more emeralds is to make everything huge. We're gonna dig out a wing over here and make another entire section for our villager trader. I might actually use a new method. If you look in here, you can see we have the crazy redstone that we built long ago for this automatic villager trader. And the way this works is actually really cool. If we let's throw something down. Right wherever we threw it down. Okay, one sec. See this right here? There's soul sand right here. None of these villagers can move out of here. And when we press this button, it opens up and they drop out of the way. And essentially the system lets us have villagers flow down here automatically through our villager breeder in the back. And then when we don't want them anymore, we can send them on their way. That's the idea with, all of this system. We want to make a big, giant villager trader over here that will give us more. I don't know how many how big. Sorry, my words aren't exactly here today. How big I want to make this system. But I want to make it big enough so that we can have a set villager for every single enchantment. Okay, so I've been messing around for the better part of an hour, probably. And if this zombie decides to go away and we stop being on fire, I can show you what I've built. Because while it's not complete, the basic system behind it is. This right here is a one-wide, super simple villager trader that you've probably seen bigger channels do. It seems like the industry standard at this point, and while I can't remember who designed it, I'll link the design down below so you can go check out their video and build this yourself. See, like this system right here, it's Tango's design, and it's very old. And the problem with this is that basically we have one villager every 2 blocks. They're spaced out, and there's a gap in between them. It also requires a really ridiculous amount of complicated redstone, which frankly is why I build these things, because it's fun to build complicated redstone. It's not like a problem. It looks really cool, and it's really amazing to build. But this has very simplified redstone. And you know what, let's go up there. I think we have a villager waiting, so if this all actually does work, because I haven't tested it yet, then we should be ready to go. So, basically the way this works is we have a villager sitting here. I put a minecart down, and when the minecart goes down, then the villager gets picked up in it. He goes up here, down here, drops right here, goes along this water stream, and falls into the first open fence gate right here. When there's a minecart that lands right here, or I can't even place that. There we go. Yeah, when a minecart lands just like that, this fence gate closes. So he moves on to the next one, and the next one, and the next one. And when we want to get rid of a villager... Oh, I don't have any buttons. We're going to steal this button right here. If I can get to it. Yeah, there we go. When I want to get rid of the villager, I just press this button. That goes down there, and the fence gate opens again. It's a really, really simple, really, really smartly made system. And I love it. I'm gonna put a ton of these going down this way. and then I'm going to wrap around and have a hallway going back. So we have just a super stupidly big villager trader. And now I guess it's time to check it out to make sure that everything works. I'm sorry that my commentary's been off a little bit today. I know, like, it hurts when I talk, and I've had a fever, so my brain isn't exactly in the best commentary space. But if we did it right, and I hope we did, Oh. We need a solid block right there. You, Mr. Villager, go on your way. We put a solid block there. What? Oh, yeah, it worked. I think it worked. It might have worked. I honestly have no idea. What happens when the villager goes over here is he goes down and drops down. And this dispenses a minecart right here. The cool thing about that is that this minecart can only be ridden up when it has... Oh, my words are not here today. When it has someone sitting in it, because minecarts don't go as fast when nobody's in them. So, like, if we got in this one, you could see it activates another one. We sit down here, and we're going to go along here. Please say this works. I'm so excited about this. And yes! Oh, this is amazing. This is amazing! Oh my god, and we can... Wait, can... You're kidding. One sec. We have to be able to trade with these. I can't click on him. Oh yeah, he's not a... Oh gosh. I'm stupid. He's the green villager. You can't trade with him. And since you can't trade with him, we're going to let him go. And it's working. It's been a few hours, I think. I don't know. My villager breeder is very, very slow. But slowly, these villagers have shuffled into here. And none of them are useful. I mean, I don't have any farmers. This is a butcher. I have no need of anyone but librarians, and even these are cartographers, except for this one librarian, which does not have any trades that I need. But that's the way villager traders work. Eventually, once this fills up, I'm gonna keep all the ones I want to keep and get rid of the rest, and then more will flow in, and eventually I'll have a set of villagers that I like, and that are useful, and that I want to keep. Mr. Zombie, you should not be here. And now that that's all set up, I'm not really gonna do anything more on this in this episode, because I feel like we're coming to the end of this thing. Especially because of my voice, which is just being a regular pain in the butt. I'm like really sick. But what we have oh my gosh. What we have right here is all of my weapons and armor. All of the armor before the days of mending. The days where if you used something up, you had to repair it with other diamonds or other tools, and eventually it got so expensive that it just wasn't worth it to do any more work. So we have tons and tons and tons of amazing tools right on the edge of breaking that I couldn't do anything else with. So here's what I think I'm going to do. I'm going to stock this thing up with mending enchantments that I'm going to buy in a second. I'm trying to think here. I think I left the other box of enchantments in the end, so that won't be a problem. And then to finish up this episode, I know it's sort of been a bland one, but we're going to run over to the end and fill all of these up to whatever their max potential is and make a bunch of really awesome maxed out armor. What? That only costs 3 to repair. This... Oh, where's the the de-icer. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, this is amazing. We just got a fully functional Silk Touch pick right there. Let's take the time to repair it all the way using mending. Oh, but this one's really too expensive. We can't repair it. We can't add the book. We can't do anything. So, alright, I guess this one doesn't work. How about the surplus stock? Oh, we can do that one very cheaply, so that's another Fortune 3 pick. Oh, did my anvil seriously just go? I'm gonna have to go back to the overworld. And, I guess I'll see you back here. And there's our final result. Six fully maxed picks. 2 Silk Touch and 4 Fortune 3. This is good. This is really, really good, because the next time we die, we will have something to fall back on. The armor is sort of in a half-complete state, but we have a ton of it. And while none of it's fully maxed, we're getting very, very close to having everything we need. I'll go back and do a few trades, and that should all be settled. And we're going to continue building up our base and building up our supplies and our surplus so that we can work on the big, crazy projects easier. And guys, I know this wasn't really that much of an episode. We just ran around and talked and coughed into the microphone and built some armor, but it's all I could really do, because as I said before, I am pretty sick, and I'm also pretty pressed for time. I am on, like, crazy antibiotics, so I really hope I feel better quite soon, and we can get back to our regular recording schedule. I cannot wait to finish that cathedral crazy thing in the Nether up. We have crazy plans for that, and after that, we have the passive mob farm to work on, as well as the regular mob farm, which needs some work, as well as, improving the entire farming system, especially for plants. Because right now our best villager trade is pumpkins, and we don't get all that many pumpkins. We get a few chests full every few hours, but we need a ridiculous flow of pumpkins and melons to trade in order to get a ton of emeralds, in order to make stuff like this, like building armor in mass, sustainable. And actually, now that now that we're on the Endermen Farm, I'm sorry about my voice, guys, I really am. There was this design I saw by Panda4494, I think, that was insane. Basically, it was a melon farm that picked up melon blocks instead of melon slices. And the way that it did it is it trapped Endermen in such a way that they would pick up, I'm not even kidding, that they would pick up melons when they grew in an Enderman farm and then fall down and die, not only dropping ender pearls, but dropping the melons. And I'm not sure anyone's built that in survival. It's probably the most efficient melon farm anyone's made. I mean, there's not exactly a crying demand for efficient melon farms out there. So that is something we really, really need to try out. But until the next time, guys, and I really hope the next time comes soon. I'm so excited for it, and thank you for putting up with all of this, with the delays, with the sickness, with everything. This has been Richy, and I'm out. I'll see you. You guys are awesome.